interested in pursuing, if you're interested in advancing your career. Maybe you had your license before and it didn't quite work out. You didn't have the right guidance, you didn't have the right situation, you weren't at the right firm for you. It's okay to start over. It's okay to start again. Even if you've lost your real estate license and you maybe see the interest rates dropping and the real estate market picking up again, that you're interested in reactivating your real estate license. But the main thing is, again, finding out about these opportunities. So dress to impress. Come to the career fair ready to impress these recruiters at these firms, even if you are brand new. You know, this event is a very safe space. I don't even like using words like that, but it really is, because if you're new and you don't really know about real estate, this is the perfect place to come to ask those questions, because this is a room you could put yourself in with people that are going to be far beyond the experience that you have in real estate. Even if you are just getting started, the more hands you shake, the more money you make. Get your eyes opened to the opportunities that are out there. Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Ask the Instructor. My name is John Christman. This show is brought to you by the Tampa School of Real Estate, and today the Florida Real Estate Career Fair. This event happening on Saturday, October 18th is a can't miss event. If you're somebody that is interested in starting a real estate career, you just got your real estate license, or you've been licensed for many years. Maybe you're a Tampa School of Real Estate alumni looking to expand your network with new real estate professionals, or maybe you're thinking about getting started in real estate. Whatever the reason may be, there's many to come to the Florida Real Estate Career Fair. And for those of you that are brand new, just what makes a real estate career so great? What is it that draws so many people to real estate? Well, the schedule flexibility is a big part of that. Now, don't get me wrong. When you're starting out, you have to sacrifice some flexibility to gain the ultimate flexibility that you're after. Schedule flexibility is a huge reason to not just get into real estate, but really run your own business, running your real estate business, because that's what truly unlocks the unlimited income potential. Building your personal brand, and maybe someday building a real estate brokerage. Once you've had your license for 2 years, you could open your own brokerage office once you get your broker license, once you've had an active license for 2 years. But even under a broker, you still get to be your own boss. So think of the brokerage. If you're brand new to this, it means basically your platform for doing business on. And the state of Florida requires you to be registered with a broker. And what's most important to you to ensure your long-term success in real estate, as well as your initial success, because the initial success is what gets that momentum to build your long-term success, because there is a low barrier to entry. You could complete this course in less than 1 week. 1 week, if you're 7 days, if you're doing one of our scheduled programs. So we even have a video on demand course that's 24/7, anytime, day or night, to get your real estate license and open the door to new opportunities. Real estate is a smart move, whether it's a career or just for your own purposes. You could get a real estate license to represent yourself, to be able to earn a commission on your own transactions, as well as tap in and access tools that are only available to licensed real estate professionals, as well as unlocking opportunities that aren't available to the general public. The career fair is the perfect event to come to explore these opportunities. We have such a stacked lineup of vendors. This is going to be our biggest and best career fair yet. You don't want to miss this one. And if you've been to a career fair before, this one's going to be bigger and better than ever. There's going to be tons of professionals to meet, not just the firms and the vendors that are there looking to recruit new and experienced agents, but also the attendees of the event. It's an immense opportunity for networking, for expanding your reach. thinking about the opportunities for earning real estate referrals or being able to refer business to other agents, whether that's business that is outside of your area of expertise, outside of your geographic area that you work, or whatever the reason may be. Maybe you just want to take a vacation and you need some time off. You can still earn money through referrals without actually directly practicing real estate. And especially as you start to build a real estate team or even someday open your own brokerage, as you take on more and more responsibility, it really grants you more freedom, more ability to chart your own path. And you can meet some of these success stories right here at the career fair, because some of these vendors at this event got their start right here at Tampa School of Real Estate. So we're super excited for this event. We're super excited for the vendors and the opportunities that we can help connect you with at this event. There's going to be food, there's going to be drinks, there's going to be a lot of opportunities to build your network. And there's firms at this event that offer tuition reimbursement. Tuition reimbursement. So we do have a promo code to help get you started with whatever course you need, whether that's the pre-licensing to get your real estate license, or maybe you need to take the post-licensing course, maybe you haven't passed the state exam yet and you want those exam prep tools, whatever it may be. Maybe you're ready to get your broker license. Anything in the TSRE catalog, you could use that promo code FAIR for the career fair, but that does end on the career fair, so you could take advantage of that now if you're seeing this live or the recording of this up until the career fair this Saturday, and that'll be good until midnight on Saturday. So definitely take advantage of this. And this is there to help get you started, to help give you a little bit of an extra push if we can. Because when you can get your tuition reimbursed, now that course is basically free. There's firms that offer tuition reimbursement at this career fair that are offering this to new agents to where you can get your real estate license. And I know of at least one firm, and this is why you want to come to the fair, so that way, this should be a question you're asking with any brokerage you're considering, is do you offer tuition reimbursement? And any split brokerage out there, it would be smart for them to offer that, because the cost of your tuition is this compared to the typical commission that you would receive. If we're talking even an in-person class for $497, what is that $497 in comparison to a $10,000 commission? And so brokers are willing to offer tuition reimbursement to help incentivize you, not just to get to that first deal, but help to incentivize you to get started. And so this is a great event to come meet some of those brokers that are offering the tuition reimbursement. So at the career fair, become one of our next success stories. You may be walking into the career fair this weekend as somebody who doesn't have a real estate license, doesn't know the first thing about real estate. This is a great thing to come to. There'll be lots of people to talk to, lots of people to ask questions from. Not just the firms that are recruiting real estate agents, but the Tampa School of Real Estate advisors, the instructors, the other attendees at the event who might have had their real estate license for several years. We get a lot of TSRE alumni that come to these events. They're like little parties. It's a great event. You don't want to miss it. We want you to become our next success story, whatever that means for you. Whether that's success in a small way or success in a huge, big, major, unbelievable way. Whatever you want in that future, we want to help get you there. But you got to come to an event like this if you're trying to advance your real estate career. And to lock yourself in for this event, for the Florida Real Estate Career Fair, we're offering free admission to this event. The Tampa School of Real Estate is the presenting sponsor, offering free admission, but you do have to get registered at floridarealestatecareerfair.com. It's very simple: name, email, phone number, and then press register now, and that'll get your name on the list for your free registration to this event. But it's not just about claiming your free registration, because that does help us out for understanding the head count. We are offering food and drinks at this event, so we need to know how many people are coming, so that way we've got food for everyone. Instructors will be available at this event. Brokers actively recruiting new agents. So don't just take my word for it that there's tons of brokers out there that are looking for new agents that will sign you as soon as you've got your real estate license. Come meet them face to face yourself. Lots of networking opportunities to connect with people that are brand new to real estate, just in the same boat as you are if you are new, or maybe again connecting to people that have been licensed for many years. But this is the even bigger reason, and this is the way we're kind of trying to reward you for doing this registration here. So again, that way we have an accurate head count and we could be fully prepared for everyone we are to expect at this event this Saturday. We've got some freebies for you. So the first one I want to talk about is this one right here. One lucky grand prize winner is going to get the video on demand course to get your real estate license, or a credit to be used for anything in the TSRE catalog. But we make this our grand prize because anyone, anywhere, anytime, 24/7 can complete this course. It includes the textbook. It's our most popular option to get your Florida real estate license. We've had students from over 40 countries around the world trust Tampa School of Real Estate, and this is, again, the #1 way that students get their real estate license, through us. A lot of people take this course. A lot of people use this program, and we're going to give it away for free to one lucky attendee, but you must be pre-registered at FloridaRealEstateCareerFair.com. Now, that is the grand prize. Everybody who attends the career fair, we've got something special for that. Again, all you got to do is name, email, and phone number and click register now. But everyone who attends the event is actually going to go home and have access to this right here. So especially if you're brand new to real estate, especially if you just got your real estate license, this is who's going to benefit the most from this freebie right here. How to submit offers on the FAR Bar as is contract is the #1 thing you need to know to be able to get commissions in real estate, to get paid, to do deals. Because without this contract, you have no sales, you have no contracts, you have no closings, you have no commissions, you have no pay. Very dangerous territory to be wandering around in without this knowledge. So this is one of the things that held me back personally when I got my real estate license. Is I would be showing homes, but I would really kind of be trying to talk people out of it. I didn't really understand why at the time, but it's now I do. It was very clear. It's because I had no idea how to fill out one of these contracts. I had this fear, this overwhelming fear of what if they want to actually buy this house. And so very quickly you figure out that, you know what, I got to figure out this contract. And it was a rough time for me figuring this out. I had to talk to people, I had to ask people questions, I had to call into the realtor legal hotline a bunch of times, but eventually I figured it out. This course is designed to take all that guesswork out of it. It goes line by line through this agreement, so you understand the most common contract in residential real estate in Florida, which is the FAR Bar as is agreement. And so if you know this contract, you could be confident in submitting offers using this contract, which is going to make you much more likely to get one of those offers accepted and get that deal closed, which then earns you a commission. So this is our way of saying thank you to everyone who pre-registers and attends the career fair. So #1, make sure you go to FloridaRealEstateCareerFair.com. It'll enter you for the big giveaway. All you got to do is name, email, and phone number, and you may be the lucky winner of that big giveaway of either the course or the TSRE gift card towards anything in the catalog for whatever course you need, or if you want to do an in-person one or anything like that. But everyone is going to get that FAR Bar as is contract course. And more importantly, you'll be part of the community, because having access to that portal that you access the FAR Bar as is course, you have access to an immense community of TSRE alumni as well as current students. with success stories that are way more detailed than you'll see in any of the reviews about Tampa School of Real Estate, breaking down exactly what past students have done. It's a great opportunity for digital networking. Still come to an event to like the career fair, because the face-to-face networking is even better than the digital networking. But do both. Get in here, dig through those discussion boards, find some answers to questions, answer your own questions. What questions do you want to pose for the TSRE alumni? And you'll have access again to those discussion boards as well. Now, for your real estate career, if you're brand new, you need this course right here, which is the grand prize, what we're giving away to one lucky attendee. And again, if you are the winner and you've already purchased this course, you could have the gift card to use towards exam prep or post-licensing or getting your broker license or even gifting it to a friend. Now, this does include a textbook, and I always like to show this example here whenever I mention the textbook for the class to get your real estate license, and then right next to that, we have the exam prep here. And this exam prep, look at the difference in that book. 500 pages versus about 100 pages here. This is about 20% of the length of this book. Now, this is going to be much more descriptive, much more detailed, much more information. This is going to be much more relevant when it comes to studying for the exam. It's also interactive, where you can go through and complete this workbook, work through it just like you were sitting in the class going through those videos. And it's all broken up by section, so you could watch it all completely start to finish like you're taking a cram class, or you could go just to the units where you need the most help. And part of these tools include a question simulator where you could use that to diagnose what sections you need to study further, what concepts you don't truly understand in the context of the exam. That exam cram workbook and videos works great at simplifying the details down. It's audio, it's visual, the math is shown on the screen. There's lots of diagrams for some of the more complicated topics. Bunch of different charts that are very helpful visual tools for studying. But it's not just about the visual, because we have a really great auditory tool in there called the MP3 Audio Review. And with this, it works surprisingly well at helping you drill in the key points that are the foundation of the more advanced questions you'll see on your exam for your state. So this really just helps take the guesswork out of it, because now you have a set of tools that are ready to go, pre-made for you, that already focus more just on the exam topics as opposed to what the Florida Real Estate Commission requires, which is this much more extensive 500-page course textbook here, compared to the 100-page workbook that goes along with all the exam cram videos. Now, once you get your license, you pass your state exam, there's a course exam, they're all multiple choice, only 100 questions, A, B, C, D, multiple choice. Here you need a 70%. Here you need a 75%. You do that, you pass. You already do your application before your exam, so as soon as you pass, you're licensed. And the mistake a lot of new agents make is as soon as they're licensed, they jump right into joining a brokerage, which, coming to the career fair, I know there's going to be some very exciting opportunities that may make you want to jump right into and joining that brokerage, and it may be a good fit. But also understand that you're basing your knowledge off of the laws and rules that make up the pre-licensing course. The post-licensing, which is this one right here, and this is for your first renewal, a lot of agents put this off until the renewal deadline. If you're a procrastinator, I'm a little bit of a procrastinator myself, you might want to put this off. Don't do that. At least if you're trying to practice real estate, because this is much more of an instruction manual for practicing real estate, whereas this is the law manual. And knowing the laws and rules are important, so you don't go to jail, you don't hurt your clients, you don't lose your license, but you got to know what to actually do with that license, to actually make money with the license. And this will satisfy your first renewal cycle hours that are required, because there's 45 hours of renewal hours that are required. But because there's no state exam for your post-licensing, this is extremely beneficial, doing it as soon as you have your license, because now you're going to be much more prepared with better questions to ask. Yes, you want to ask about tuition reimbursement and maybe find out about what they do for leads. Do they provide leads? Do they teach you how to generate leads? Do they help you market yourself? What technology do they have to offer as a brokerage firm? What type of training opportunities are available? Is there one-on-one mentorship available or only training classes? And what does that look like? And you might not have time to ask every single one of these questions to every single firm at the career fair, but you could go around, meet a bunch of different of the firms, and for the ones that you do want to find out about more, you could set follow-up appointments. You could review whatever collateral materials they'll have to provide you at this event. They'll probably be handing out business cards where you could follow up directly with that broker, recruiter, whoever it may be, that is representing that organization at this event. And you may have more specific questions than just some of the examples that I provided. If you've done post-licensing, you're probably going to have a lot more specific questions than I was just mentioning, because a big part of this is business planning. And the business planning that's done in post-licensing is essential to understanding what you want to do with your real estate license and how you're going to do it, how you're going to achieve the income goals that you set out for yourself, how many transactions, how many leads, how many appointments, how many contracts, breaking it all down into the numbers so your business can actually be predictable. And what that allows you to do once you've done this is you could much better select the best broker for you. So depending at where you're at right now, you may need to start right here, because if you haven't done anything yet, you've got to take the pre-licensing. But we actually have a bundle called the Complete Jumpstart. And you could combine this bundle with the FAIR discount. Just put in promo code FAIR at checkout to get the additional career fair discount. Again, that's promo code FAIR. But the option you'll want to select if you're brand new starting out is the Complete Jumpstart, because the Complete Jumpstart is going to include your pre-licensing, which is required by the state to get your real estate license, the exam prep tools, which is going to cut through a lot of the required material of the state to what is the most important material for your exam. That's how this book is so much shorter right here, is it doesn't have the details that can be interesting and do help you better understand certain topics. That's why they're in this book right here, to help you best understand those topics. This is not your best legal reference, but it is a great reference for the exam, and that's what this is designed to do. So you get that as well as getting the post-licensing course. Now, you can't start the post-licensing course until you get your real estate license, but we give you a credit that once you do get licensed, you can now redeem that to get access immediately to that video on demand post-licensing, or you could do these same bundles with those on-demand exam prep tools with our live class schedules as well as live online. So the in-person as well as live online, you could do a Complete Jumpstart bundle with. Now, if you've already got your real estate license and you haven't done post-licensing yet, you're doing yourself a disservice. Still come to the career fair, but I would, encourage you to do this post-licensing before you make any final decisions over what brokerage you decide to join. Because number one, this is a requirement that you will lose your license if you don't do this. But number two, you'll much better understand how to get the most from the brokerage that you join, as well as making sure that you choose the right brokerage. A big part of things that new agents are going to need is real estate training. And beyond your post-licensing, into more specific, more detailed topics as it relates to lead generation, that contract course that we're giving away, that's actually part of Real Estate Pro University, the How to Submit Offers on the FAR Bar as Is contract. And there are actually brokers at this career fair event that provide Real Estate Pro University as part of their program to agents. So this is not something you'd have to subscribe to separately to be able to get that training. So that's something that we do have available, whatever brokerage you're part of, but we do have some brokerages at the career fair that actually offer the TSRE Real Estate Pro University training. This course right here, a little bit closer and more detailed on that course. Again, the grand prize giveaway. You could find out all the details on that. And if you want to get registered right now, again, you could use that winnings as a gift card towards something else if you already took this course. So if you've been on the fence about this and you've been thinking about it, make that bet on yourself. Come to the event on Saturday, meet the brokerages that you could be working with once you get your real estate license, and use that to help make this more of a reality to you. And then you could do, again, our live schedules or this on-demand option 24/7. It's instructor-led, and it's modeled after our classroom programs. It uses the same textbook as our classroom programs, and it's delivered in a way to be able to mirror that experience, but almost like you're in a class for one. To where if you want to repeat, go through a section again, replay, rewind, you could do that as much as you need to. And with this option here, you could prepay for 12 months access, or you get access to this through Real Estate Pro University on just a monthly basis. And this is a course that can be completed in less than a month, in a week, even less than a week, even with that video on demand program. Any questions about that? Our advisors are standing by to help you with whatever questions they can, whether that's about starting a real estate career, maybe it's about the career fair, maybe you want some directions to that. It's right at our headquarters location is where this event is going down. TSRE New Tampa, as it's also known. But give us a call anytime, 813-333-2676. At the Tampa School of Real Estate, connect with our advisors to be able to answer your questions about starting a real estate career, advancing a real estate career, maybe about Real Estate Pro University, where you could have access to our entire video-on-demand catalog of the pre-licensing, post-licensing, exam prep, continuing education, the lead generation courses, the contract courses, the financing courses, and all the content in that library that is to come in the future because you get grandfathered in with this program. You can find out more about that specifically at realprou.com. That's realprou.com. Again, that phone number to connect directly with our advisors. Call in 24/7, 813-333-2676. Again, that's 813-333-2676. But I better see you at this career fair this Saturday. I hope to see you at this event. I want to shake your hand. If you're watching this video right now, you've made it to the end of this video, I definitely want to shake your hand. Come right up to me and say, hey, I made it to the end of the video. Can I shake your hand? And I will gladly shake your hand, because one thing that I believe in is the more hands you shake, the more money you make. The more connections you have, the more well-networked you are, the better the opportunities you'll have access to. So this is an event to be able to multiply your opportunities, to be able to multiply your access, to be able to multiply your skill set. This is a great place to come to be able to do all of those things. Saturday, October 18th, 12 to 2 p.m. But make sure you're registered. Name, email, and phone number to claim your free admission, to claim your prize of the contract course. Every single person who is registered that attends the event is going to get that contract course absolutely free. And then one lucky winner is going to get the grand prize of the video on demand pre-licensing course, or again, a credit that can be used towards anything in the store. One final thing that I will leave you on here is that discount so you could take action for yourself. All of this information is great, but information without implementation gets you nowhere. The implementation of this information. You've learned about the courses, you've learned about a real estate career, and you can learn a lot more about it on Saturday. But if you're committed to advancing your real estate career, whether that's getting started, enrolling in the exam prep, getting your post-licensing, take advantage of this promo right now. Promo code FAIR, F-A-I-R, promo code FAIR. Just enter that at checkout. You could stack that with the complete Jumpstart discount, as well as the Pass First Try bundles that we mentioned earlier. And if you have any questions about the sales, about the career fair, about a career in real estate in general, reach out. Again, 24/7. Call us, 813-333-2676. It's about all the time that we've got for today. We'll be back on Friday one last time before the big career fair this Saturday. So I hope to see you on Friday, but get yourself registered. Call in if there's anything we can help you out with. Other than that, have a great rest of your day. Real estate is something that you're interested in pursuing. If you're interested in advancing your career, maybe you had your license before and it didn't quite work out. You didn't have the right guidance. You didn't have the right situation. You weren't at the right firm for you. It's okay to start over. It's okay to start again. Even if you've lost your real estate license and you maybe see the interest rates dropping and the real estate market picking up again, that you're interested in reactivating your real estate license. But the main thing is, again, finding out about these opportunities. So dress to impress. Come to the career fair ready to impress these recruiters at these firms, even if you are brand new. You know, this event is a very safe space. I don't even like using words like that, but it really is, because if you're new and you don't really know about real estate, this is the perfect place to come to ask those questions, because this is a room you could put yourself in with people that are going to be far beyond the experience that you have in real estate, even if you are just getting started. The more hands you shake, the more money you make. Get your eyes opened to the opportunities that are out there.
Powerful tool to study for your real estate exam is the Question Simulator from Tampa School of Real Estate. We've used our years of experience in preparing students for the Florida real estate exam to bring you the most powerful exam study tool available. In the Question Simulator, you'll be able to go directly to a particular unit so you can focus on the sections where you need the most practice. We have also included the percentages of each unit so you know which units are the most important for your real estate exam. Every question will immediately give you detailed feedback, which is almost always more important than the question or the answer themselves. After completing all the questions in a particular unit, you can go through question by question and review any that you've gotten wrong. You could also print out a report at the end of each quiz. The Question Simulator from Tampa School of Real Estate is 100% mobile compatible, so you can practice with test questions anywhere you have your phone with you. Enroll now at questionsimulator.com and get ready to pass your exam.
So you just got your real estate license. How can you jumpstart your real estate business? The number one thing you should do before you do anything else is post-licensing. Now look, this is already a requirement, so you're gonna have to do it anyways, but here's why you wanna do it early. The sooner you do post-licensing, the sooner you're gonna learn the real world concepts in post-licensing that will help you create a business plan, that'll help you plan for your success in real estate. Post-licensing is all about real world topics that are usable, that'll help you grow your real estate business. And at Tampa School of Real Estate, we have the best post-licensing courses around. Find out more about how post-licensing can help you jumpstart your real estate career. Go to postflorida.com.